Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to TRK Multimedia. It's a pleasure meeting you once again. It's always been a pleasure to have you watching us and having this conversation because we always see your comments at the comment section. Today, we are fortunate once again to have Mr. Ajiman Bonsu in our midst, in the studio here, coming to discuss what actually AI is. You know, we've all heard AI, AI. What influence that AI have in our lives? And trust me, today AI is changing a lot and a lot of things. That is what we are going to dive into today. If today happen to be the first time that you are watching us and you've not subscribed to this channel, try as much as possible to subscribe to this very channel, TRK Multimedia. Then when you finish, then you share. My name is Ata Bafo Jambra. You can call me the Roy Akin. So, sir, you're welcome once again.
Thank you, TRK, for
All
having
right.
me.
So, what influence that AI have with human? I mean, what is the impact of AI in recent, current world that we are in? We are going to start. What is AI, and what is the influence of AI in our society?
Yes, thank you again for having me, and thanks your viewers. It's always a pleasure coming to you, and I appreciate the time that I spent with you today and every other day that I come around. Yes, and it's a great opportunity for me to present kind of a discussion and commentary on the book. So, as always, thank you.
Mm, you're welcome.
Yeah, talking about AI, AI is simulation of human intelligence in machines. So we know that as human beings, we have learning capability, we have um, reasoning, perception, vision. All these are capabilities that we as human beings have and kind of give us some form of superiority over other beings and creations of the world or the earth that we live on. And we have been able to develop kind of a computer or a machine and giving it data and algorithm, which is basically some bunch of mathematics equations, regressions that we have given it, and giving it all the other resources. These machines can do what we do.
Mm,
And sometimes I'm looking at intelligence not just as what we know or perceive by the brain power and faculty. But I'm looking at it as the God essence and um, intelligence within our body, as the natural intelligence, of course, maybe that our body is able to do all the things that you do, like you have digestive system, um, you have the uh, nervous systems, all these, they just do whatever they have to do by God's design, and we are alive because of these functionings that, and I see it to be deep within the lowest level. These are the intelligence which maybe we as human beings are mimicking
mm,
or being God, if you may say.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so the AI, looking at what AI is doing currently in the life of people, when you look at Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and I mean, for the screen, AI is taking over. That is what I can see
Yeah.
for screen. AI is taking over. What other things apart from the screen do you think in the near future AI can influence in our society?
So currently we have AI embedded in so many aspects of our lives. In the
Mm,
financial world, we can have AI in trading and stock exchange. In medicine, we do have AI robotics that is able to do surgery. We have AI that is able to do diagnosis. And they are looking at it in the future where you have kind of a hospital within your own house. You have a booth that you have machines in there, you sit on it, and then it takes your vitals, it takes your temperature, it takes everything, and even do a blood draw and then do a test on it and then tells you what's wrong with you.
mm,
I mean, we are looking at, even in the medical field, we are looking at during COVID. Imagine we had tele doctors, like you could meet your doctor online. How would you even know if the doctor is an AI behind it? Because now AI can go to an interview for you, go to a meeting for you with the ability to generate videos. AI can now attend a meeting for you. I mean, be yourself like that person, speak like you, and do everything, mimic everything like you, and then take notes and then report back to you. So, AI currently is, you can talk about self-driving vehicles, right? We can talk about autopiloting in the planes. Can AI can be implemented in the military? We have AI development and so many uses that we are using, thinking about drones in warfare. And I mean, it's almost everywhere. And from content creation like yourself, now we have AI influencers. I mean, hardly would you tell the difference between these people we are having live conversation, live kind of live content creation, the videos we are looking at, AI can generate them. It's hard to tell who you are talking to. For all you know, it's an AI you're talking to all this while on or as a friend on Facebook or on social media. So yes, it's becoming part and parcel of our everyday life now.
It's the implementation of AI. Is it not reducing the thinking capability of human?
It's an obvious observation that as people as we are, think about social media impact. Everything is a cause and effect. The effect of having AI, dependency on AI, is is something that we all have to be speaking about. And if only our policymakers and our leaders will put measures in place so that at least we can know where to what limit we're giving. I always say if AI is all that is in a PC or in a computer, it's easy for us to control. But when they're giving them these robotic legs, hands, and able to move around and about us as another being and entity, then it's a whole different game. So yes, there is a correlation between uh, our mind, the use of our mind, the use of our faculties as of intelligence capabilities, as is a kind of trend coming down whilst the use of AI is going up. It correlates that eventually we are going to have, directly, we're going to have a bad effect on us. In that, the more we're depending on it, the less you may say we be thinking. Because now AI, virtually people have AI as their personal assistant. It will do your emails, respond to your calls, respond to your text messages, and everything. Like when Google came, everything we asked Google, and little do we know what we know. When GPS came, everything now, we even from here to the market to Walmart, sometimes you're like, oh, let me put it in there, right? So the more we're depending on technology, the lesser of ourselves that maybe if we don't take care, we're going to lose. There's some part of ourselves we are losing to technology. And the fear which the people that are advancing AI, the solution to the problem, which eventually will happen, is that we need to take up chips or neural links. And it's just a matter of you also integrating into the internet. So instead of maybe asking AI, now what AI knows, you also know, because now you can download the data, you can download all the Wikipedia, you can download the information into your mind, and then you don't have to ask AI, but you also know as much as AI knows. And I mean, we're treading into a place where it's a whole different world that we are looking altogether.
Implementation of AI or introduction of AI into this world. Only few people, the engineers, let me say, put it, this engineers who created it. What do you think will be the motive, the motive behind it? Because right now, there was a time that I understood that most of the factory workers are being laid off because
Yeah.
of the robots. And now I had an interview with Kobiche, and after the interview, we spoke more tree. After the interview, I went to the video. I uploaded it on YouTube, and I went under the video. I asked the AI companion to tell me what the video is about, and literally AI was able to translate everything in Chi to English.
Yep.
You may think that you are speaking like your local dialect, and they know everything. Don't you think that um, it is very dangerous right now um, for AI to take over, knowing very well that a time will come that our services may not be needed any longer
Well, that is interesting
as
because
humans.
yeah. I mean, that is where we are
And
going.
when it happened like that, how are we going to survive?
That is where we are going. That is where we are going, and it's just like the world, how it has been designed. Most people don't have a part or a say in it. For instance, if there is a war, the world war that we fought, the average person, the ordinary people, didn't start the war. We normally, it just happened to us, right? So it's always been the leaders as to either presidents or governments that are making bold decisions and moving us forward to places where um, for all this while we've come to agree and understand that the decisions they are making are all for our good and are for our betterment of humanity. And that's how technology has been. Technology has always to in a way or the other better our lives. I mean, think about the vehicles, think about the aeroplanes, think about all these technologies better our ways. But the difference between AI and all those technologies is the fact that those technology we could control, those technology were not in any way in competition with us. But here we have a whole thing that we've designed, we've created, that in myself, in one of my books, which I called Humanity in the Balance, Morality in the Age of Machines and Artificial Superintelligence. So in that book, I discussed how this creation that we have as a competition with men, where we would have robots that walks among us, intelligent and probably intelligent than we as human beings, it is going to be at a place where we will be at a disadvantage. It's no longer something that is working for us, but in a way, it depends on how you define working for us. Because in every society, as you're looking at the strata of power or the strata of wealth or kind of classes in the society, sometimes the things that are introduced when we are talking about working for us, you may think is the mass that is working for, right? But for all you know, it's working for the upper echelon or the upper class, right? That is what it's working for them, and it's not necessarily working for us.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it has a life changing impact on us in the future as we're looking at it, but we the people, it just happened to us, and it's like in parallel. So this is how I see it. All the things that we were doing were for the advancement of humanity. As I said, humanity was a priority. So socioeconomic, whatever solution that was presented to us in this world was looking at the dimensions of your socio-economic advancement and development of people. So you're looking at how it's going to bring jobs, how people's life is going to be better, happy, joyful. But when AI advances, the more it advances, it seems to me that priority is now moving away from just optimization, moving towards optimization, like how efficient we want to get the job done, rather than what is the impact on humans, so the impact on the society, the impact on the environment. So it looks like the more we are advancing towards technology, we tend to be is negatively impacting the socioeconomic um, index of life or of humans, and it's a sad place to be because like if Amazon just let 78,000 people go today, will they think about how they're gonna eat, what was gonna happen to them? They'll be just left to the society to figure it out.
The purpose of human on earth is to worship God. We are here to dominate and to worship. Now, introduction of AI, doing everything, providing food, providing services. Now, who is in charge? Is it God or AI?
That's a good question. You're looking into the future. Currently, you might not see it as such as to who AI is not in charge. But again, if I would bring my book up again, in the book I talk about where how slowly by slowly after a convergence, after a particular point in time in our life in the future, we will just hand over to AI to govern because I discuss in the book, they're all speculative kind of research work that I did. That even when you go to the courts, we will give it to AI to be the judge.
Judge.
Yeah. And then you go to hospital, we give it to AI to be the doctor.
We are at risk.
Yeah. I mean, almost every part of our life will be AI that will be because it's gonna optimize. I mean, if we give AI to optimize things, efficiency and effectiveness, it will give you the best. But at what cost? Right? At what cost would that be? Is the question we all have to ask. At
So
what
if
cost?
if AI is to conduct surgery on you, and during the surgery something happens, then AI stops. It's because it's a machine. Anything can happen. Something happens. What happened to you, the person? You die.
So they're looking at a human being versus an AI stopping. Machines will not tired. Machines will not stop. It's more. I mean now. So the AI, that is the whole thing because sometimes we feel like AI is just one thing. No, it began with what we call the narrow AI. Narrow AI is what we also call the weak AI. Means it's just like your calculator, your phone, something those days it's just one line of code or program. So those ones they are not intelligent, right? So a leap from that is what we call the artificial general intelligence. And that we are saying, okay, they are at par with humans. They think like human. And people are saying we are still not there, which I disbelieve. No, I disagree that we are not there. We are at AGI currently. That means at least the AI we have is as intelligent as a human being. Then we have what we call the artificial super intelligence. And that one is more intelligent than a human being. Way, way, way. It's like a super lord. It's way, way, way intelligent. And the thing is, you can't, right? That is the problem. Like when you meet a person and you're trying to assess their intelligence, what measure? And that is why the education system sometimes is flawed in our assessment of a person's intelligence by these exams we take at a particular point in time, irrespective of the conditions the person has been in, life trauma, whatever the situation is going on that has affected the mind to take the exams, right? But when you are looking at AI, even the developers of AI, there are some of them that they can't tell all that the AI know. You can't tell at how are you measuring all the kind of like you fed it with all the knowledge and you fed it all the ability to reasoning. You've created kind of deep AI, right? Deep learning. You've provided them with all this ability, with resources, and it's continuously learning. And then you saying that, oh, I know all that the AI has learned. It's impossible. That is definitely impossible. So when we get to super intelligence, we would have no clue as to what AI knows.
God created man to have dominion on earth. And if you have to have dominion over everything, and with the introduction of robots and AI and stuff to work for man, then where will be the position of man?
Well, I mean, if we're going into the spiritual sense,
Is it not something that we are doing to provoke God? I know it's a because you are AI instructor. You are
yeah.
you are instructor for this. Is this something that human beings are doing to provoke God, or we are just being lazy to ask, command machines to work for us, take control over everything that human does. And what will human do? Sit down, relax, command AI, bring food, bring this. Because when you go to China right now, there are food and food services and things that when you go there, you just command it and it will use drone to bring your food services.
Yeah.
Now the use of motor bicycles and employment of individuals are fading off because drones are taking over.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That is from a religious perspective. If you're looking at things from a religious perspective, then um, it is sad that I'm lost of words. I mean, when it comes to our creation becoming bigger than us, but that's the thing, right? We tend to believe we are the only intelligent being that exists in the universe, but I beg to disagree that there there are more intelligent beings. They may not have flesh and bones like we do, but on this earth there are other intelligent beings.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pause here for a short break, and when we come back, we're going to dive into what should human do to catch up with the rate at which AI is taking over. What should we do to catch up? Don't go anywhere. You can send your comment at the comment section, and just drop any comment at the comment section. We will be back to discuss it. We'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere.
Hold on a moment. Are you in need of a web developer, SEO services, digital marketing, graphic design, or even on-site services like artist booking, handyman, house cleaning, and event services? We've got you covered. Save yourself the stress of searching. Let us get you the professionals who can provide you with high-quality services for your business and your needs at an affordable price. Freelance experts, screened by Vasca, are prepared to provide you with exactly what you need, whether you are searching for online services or on-site services. Your satisfaction is guaranteed since our trusted experts wait to be paid until you give your final approval. Know exactly what you pay upfront with no hidden fees, whether your project requires a fixed or even hourly. Your dedicated Vasca support personnel is at your service 24/7. So place your service with confidence. Your expert freelancer is waiting to complete your work right now. Vasca, expect quality, pay less.
Vasca, expect quality, pay less. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to TRK Discoveries. We still have here in the studio Mr. Ajiman Bonsu. I hope this time I did not make any mistake. Mr. Ajiman Bonsu is discussing the impact of AI in our society. And I know you've heard a lot. You can drop your comments at the comment section, and we'll be glad to respond to your comment the next time that we meet. Mr. Ajiman, welcome once again.
Thank you.
So let's see. Now we see how fast AI is, taking over in terms of even content creating. When you look at the internet, you watch movie, you may think that actual human acted it, but it's AI. I have a couple of songs.
We call it deepfake.
I have song that I don't go to studio. I just subscribe $50. Then I instruct, I write the words, and AI rearrange the words.
How can we even tell which music now is a real person?
It sounds so beautifully.
Wow.
So what can human, because let's take, for example, at first Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, they all used to go to studio, to sing their own voice, to do studio work hard. Daddy Lumba, may his soul rest in peace. Alpha Blondy, Lucky Dube, all these musicians, they go to studio to do hard work to bring out the best of music.
I mean, it's not even just hard work. I mean, since we are made of God, right? Not just physical but spiritual. Our voice is also carry like sound, even if physically speaking in scientific realm, it carries energy. right? So if I hear you, either recorded or um, raw hearing your voice, there is that transaction I receive is energy vibration, right? Even physically speaking. But now that AI is creating and it's not original, the code of the sound is not power or essence of God. I mean, we are all feeding on like fake music, fake waves.
So what can we do? You being an instructor in AI class, you have one of the best AI classes. I'm beginning to, I'm going to enroll into your class very soon. So what can we do as human to catch up with what AI is doing, so that we will take over our world? Because this is our world. If AI has any world, it should go to different planets, but not here.
I mean, when you're looking at the dynamics of the question, what can we do as humans to take over the world? And it's the same humans that are creating. And now it's a race. We can't, I don't know if we can go back at it because it's a race now. If you're looking at the investment the United States is pumping into AI right now, you're looking at China, Russia, everything that they are coming out with, the models that are coming out as fast and smarter as they are. I don't think there's a turning back at it. And it's the same human. So the question that what should we do? It always boiled down to, in those days and now, the classes of the people of the world. In my book, I talk about the class 1, 2, 3. And in effect, the policymakers, those are the people that in effect should be really, really putting the guardrails right down there as to what limit, as to what heights, and how ethical that we want AI to be, the models to be. We should be having societies and think tanks that should be coming up with kind of moral high grounds as to the red line not cross with AI. Other than that, as I said, because of the class system of the world, those that are in power that make decisions are going. We just toe the line until we protest or we kind of resist. Other than that, wherever they are taking us is where we're going as a people.
I was watching this documentary, right, where AI was supposed to, serve the humans, provide services to the humans. But it got to a time when humans needed them most. The AI, the machines the robot began to think about themselves instead of serving the human. Don't think it is something that is likely to happen, because you've been created to serve us, and it's gotten to a time that instead of us, we need your services, you started thinking about yourself. Don't you think it's something that is likely to hurt us in the future?
Well, as I said, God in his wisdom is so great that he made us. And in a way, there's no way we can dethrone him. But in our creation, right, I mean, we resist sometimes, we sin against God, but it's not as much as we overthrowing him. But with our creation, the AI, at a point, as I said, now it's something is under our control. Now there is something we can do as a people to go beyond the red line. Because when we start giving them the quantum AI, they are talking about resources as gigantic as nuclear powered AI. I mean, when we cross those lines, there's no turning back. We will be at their mercies. As I said, it's just in my book. We are looking at the morals, right? We are looking at the way we treat other lesser intelligence, even ourselves as human beings. From history, we have classified other people as not even human and treated them poorly, right? So if this AI right now, they are mimicking our moral kind of fortitude. They are going by our moral standards and everything that we've told them to do. But the more that we are getting towards AGI and ASI, it's not a matter of you controlling it. Because I heard of a story that the AI, the research proves that AI is now able to kind of blackmail, right? They can blackmail people. That in a sense that when they try to kind of shut down the model, the AI, and in an email, in a company email, the AI found out that on this date they would kind of shut it down. Is able to blackmail, like go into the CEO's background and information, emails and text message, phone, and then blackmail you. Do this, this is what is going to happen. I'm going to release this and all that. And there was one too that was able to copy itself onto another server. And then they eventually, because it was under experiment and research, they were able to find out what it did. And they asked him and he lied. The AI lied, yeah. So imagine even the one in the computer is doing this, how much more one that is walking around us and trying to survive, right? In a sense that it's trying to survive. So AI today, we may not see the impact as a threat right now, but I think in the future when they get to AGI, ASI, it become a competition on this earth. It would be like we begging them to do as good, just as maybe we treat the other lesser intelligent beings on earth.
All right, we're going to draw the curtains, but before we go, you as an instructor for AI class, what advice do you have for people watching us concerning, acquiring knowledge about this AI stuff?
So yes, just like any technology that comes our way, you can't just keep yourself out of it, because as I said, the law of life is survival. And yes, we all acknowledge we have no kind of input in the AI growing. I mean, when they release Grok, the next version, you very few of us may be even part of the whole engineering team that brings it together. Nano, Banana, you have no clue even how they did the model. But it's impacting your life, it's impacting each and every one of us. And if you don't catch up, if you don't get yourself involved, if you don't really get to know how to use the tools to make your life better, you will be at a disadvantage. So I encourage everybody to learn AI tools that will help their life and in their career in the future when all jobs will be moving towards an AI-enabled or assisted tool or system.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again. Thank you so much for your time. And Mr. Agyemang, thank you so much. Give me a high five. Today, in fact, you've really lectured me, and I was initially reluctant to, do this AI class and stuff, but now you've pushed me to do it. I really appreciate your time here, and I really appreciate you too. If today happened to be the first time that you are watching us and you've not subscribed, please do us a favor, like a flavor, and subscribe to TRK Multimedia and TRK Afrolink Diaspora. And if you've not acquired one of his books, this is The Meditations of a Christian Saint. The Meditations of a Christian Saint, or the Council of Living Saints. In fact, he is the real author of this book, the real one. I mean, there might be some fake ones. Have you encountered any problem like that? Like observing people selling some of your books or something like that?
Yeah, on Amazon, there happens to be somebody selling it at a lower price than it on Amazon as a used.
What?
Used copy on Amazon.
What?
Yeah, so.
When did you release it? That now they have used copies?
2023. Yeah.
That is business. This is some part of business like that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where time is going to permit us. Until we meet again another time, we say enjoy the rest of your time and continue to study the AI and look for this book, The Meditations of a Christian Saint. The name once again is Arthur Balfour Jambra, aka the Royal King. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye.